Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ketosis Focus. My name is Lydia. This week's goal was to track my macros in the goal of hitting 130 grams of protein. That was actually my goal for the entire month. So I'm trying to stay consistent this week and hit those 130 grams of protein. I am not counting my calories. I'm not counting my fat grams. I'm not even counting my carbs. I'm literally just trying to focus this month on trying to hit 130 grams of protein at least, at minimum. So I am eating more of a ketovore lifestyle. I'm not claiming to do carnivore or ketovore. I'm not claiming to do anything really. I'm leaning towards a ketovore lifestyle, which means I basically eat a really low carb diet, mainly proteins. In the event that I do want some veggies on a certain day, I allow myself to have veggies. You know, if I want guacamole or some peppers with my fajitas, then I do it. It's not a big deal. I track everything in my carb manager, but what I'm focusing on this month is hitting 130 grams of protein daily. That's the goal. They say to aim for your goal weight in protein. I don't know if 130 pounds is my goal weight. I just know that if I put 150 in there, it makes it really difficult for me to try and hit 150 grams of protein a day. So that was kind of my, safe number to go with this month. Let me show you what I ate this week and then we'll chat afterwards. Check it out. We've got some leftover brisket from yesterday. We made this in the, brisket last night was made in that roaster and we reheated it in the air fryer. I've got 3 eggs and a whole wheat guacamole cup. Happy Monday. All right, it is 11 o'clock and I am eating chorizo and egg with some cheddar cheese. It is 4 o'clock and I'm having an early dinner today. I ended up heating my leftover cauliflower rice, which is underneath this. Here somewhere, there it is. A little bit of cheese. I've got the leftover chicken thighs, a little bit of sour cream, couple of ounces of this brisket, and I'm just gonna kind of mix it all up. Some Frank's Red Hot, can't forget about that. Doesn't look pretty, but I'm sure it tastes good. It is almost 3 o'clock and I have not eaten anything today and I am starving. I had 2 cups of coffee so far. I had a coffee meeting at around noon, so that was my second cup of coffee. My first cup of coffee was about 9 o'clock in the morning. So today is gonna be an OMAD day. I have a chuck steak cooking over here and I'm gonna make 3 eggs in Kerrygold butter and then start my fasting window and see how many hours I end up fasting until tomorrow. So far this week's been pretty good. Pretty good. All right, here it is, a simple carnivore day today. We're doing carnivore and OMAD all today. Chuck steak with 3 eggs. right, this morning's breakfast is bacon and eggs with some cheddar cheese. I took out some chicken thighs. It is defrosting. I decided I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of tablespoons of this salsa on it. So that's pretty much the only carbs that I am having for today. So it's like a Ketovore day today. It is 9:30. I've been up early this morning and had my coffee and having an early first meal. All right, I decided to make some chicken thighs today. I'm gonna have to eat 12 ounces worth of chicken thighs in order for me to hit my protein number for today. All right, it is 10:45 and I'm going in with my first meal of the day. I kind of overcooked my pork chunks in the air fryer today. They don't normally look this crunchy. And yeah, but I'm sure they're still gonna taste good. They're just pork chunks, like pork pieces, carnita pieces, and some fried eggs. All right, I have not eaten all day, so I am going with these pepperoni and cheese little snack thing. I am also going to have these as a snack as well. This is pretty much my dinner. So as you saw, it was a much better week. It was less chaotic than last week. However, we did have a sick house. I started getting sick in the beginning of the week. Then my husband started getting sick, and then he was out for the count. And then I started pumping myself with a bunch of vitamins and elderberry and like trying to boost my immune system so I wasn't out for the count, because we can't both be out for the count when the kids are busy and they've got places to go and things to do. And I'm still, trying to work and keep everything afloat. So I was trying not to get sick, which made it very, very, very difficult to get the exercise in. However, I am proud of myself that I was much better with my planning of my meals. I was much focused this week than I was last week. So I'm happy with the overall result of being able to stay the course this week. I did better about tracking my intermittent fasting. I was noticing that 16-8 was kind of the rhythm. There were a couple of days where I needed to break my fast earlier because I just needed that coffee or wanted that coffee. And that's what I consider breaking my fast. Even though my coffee is like a 30-calorie intake, it is calories, so I consider it as breaking my fast. And sometimes I'll have my coffee first thing in the morning, like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then I don't even eat until 11, 12, 1 o'clock. And it's a big meal and maybe something smaller. It just varies every day. But I'm noticing that a 16-8 is a little bit easier for me to hit this past month or this past week. A weigh-in is happening later this week, and that's going to be my January results video. So make sure to stay tuned for my month 1 results of being back on track after my horrible tailspin that I've had. Now let's talk February goals. All right. I was really torn between if I should do BBB and E again or what. Honestly, financially, we are trying to save as much money. The plan is to be moving in the next few months. And so I am curious to know budget-wise how much doing BBB and E will cost me for the month, for a month. So I do plan on doing BBB&E, but I think for February, what I'm going to embark on is a 0 carb challenge. So the goal for February will be 0 carbs. So that means I'm not going to have any coffee, no dairy, no sweeteners, no carbs, and still my goal to hit 130 grams of protein. So I'll still be tracking on Carb Manager. And really the goal is going to be between 130 and 150. If I can keep the numbers between 130 and 150-ish, give or take, then I am calling it a successful day. I'm going to allow myself all the proteins. So I'm going to allow myself seafood, chicken, pork, steak, ribeyes, sirloins. I mean, literally anything that is considered zero carb. I'm not going to do any sweetener, or I already said sweeteners. I'm not going to do any seasonings, additional seasonings other than salt. So it's very, very, very similar to the BBB and E. However, I'm not only going to stick to beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I'm also going to include fish, chicken, anything else, pork, all of that. So I'm just gonna kind of see how it goes for the month of February with this challenge, the zero carb challenge. I'll still give you weekly updates on what I ate this week or that week for the zero carb challenge. I do want to commit to doing 3 times a week at least of exercise, walking and weights. So I'm going to put that in my calendar and make appointments for it. It might be easier just to do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or do a Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, or Saturday. So I'm gonna figure out that plan before the 1st of February and start marking that down. I've been reading a lot of books, y'all. I don't know, or listening to a lot of books. I do both. There's an app called Libby that allows you to check out books from your local library. You have to have a library card, and you can not download, but you can borrow these books and listen to them. And I've been listening to a lot of novels, of course, because it helps me kind of, escape, I guess, or to have another world to kind of explore. So I am liking the reading at this moment. But another book that I've been reading and I plan on implementing is The 12-Week Year. Have you guys heard of this book? Tell me what you think about it. Post it in the comments below. I'm halfway through. You can listen to it for free on YouTube. It's like a 5-6 hour audio book. But I am listening to that, and it's really putting me in a focus. Tony Robbins, The Secret. I'm listening to all these different books that will help me get in the better mindset. And a lot of it is, especially the 12-week year, it talks about your goals. And instead of saying, this year I want to lose X amount of weight, you do it in these 12 weeks, I want to hit that goal, And so it kind of condenses it, and it makes every day not more important, but more productive. Every day more productive. So that is what I'm planning on implementing moving forward. And I think putting it on my calendar that I'm working out these 3 days, specific days, it's an appointment then. And I'm not going to give myself any excuses to not actually hit those appointments. And I think hitting those protein goals while lifting weights is going to really benefit me. I am going to do measurements. I'm going to do measurements at the end of this month when I weigh in, and that'll be kind of my benchmark to do it at the end of February to see how the zero carb challenge goes. And I think for March, I might just kind of do the zero carb challenge extended and do BBB and E, because I'm curious too to compare the cost of doing zero carb challenge in February versus BBB and E. Like, what does my grocery bill look like? How much does it cost? Can you do it on a budget? Maybe you can't have ribeyes every single day. So what would it look like to have cheaper cuts of meat? So that's my goal, is to do it on a budget this time around and see what kind of results I get. So we will chat about that at the end of February, going into March. But so far, I feel good about January. It hasn't been my best month. I haven't been weighing myself, so I have no idea how much I could have possibly lost this month at all. I am proud that I wasn't in a tailspin. There was definitely moments this month that I could see myself going, screw it, and thinking, going back to my old ways of that tailspin self and getting off plan and just really struggling. But I really, really focused on at least staying keto and trying to track this month and being conscious of what I was eating and the amounts that I was eating, because I can put away a lot. And if I don't track, and I notice this, sometimes a lot of people say you can do BB&E or carnivore and just don't track. Well, with me, I don't eat till I'm full. I eat until it's gone. It's always been something about me. And so for me to track the amounts of food really helps me to kind of take the reins of the amount of food that I'm actually intaking while hitting my protein goals and incorporating all the other elements towards my weight loss goals. So that is it. I feel like I had a great week, y'all. I hope you had a great week as well. Like I said, I love hearing from you, so leave me a comment, post it in the comments below. If you're not subscribed already, please do that now. I'd love to have you along for the ride. If you're interested in carnivore, ketovore, BBB, and E challenge, those are all going to be upcoming videos, so I'd love to have you along for the ride. Give this video a thumbs up because it helps my channel grow, it helps the algorithm, and it inspires me to keep producing more content for you, because I know you're watching and you like it. See, so give me that thumbs up. And that is it for today, y'all. Have a great rest of your weekend and week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.